All right, so how about now? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mr. Mario.
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. So how's your connection today? Is that good?
Actually, it's not really, but I try my best here.
Are you in computer shop right now?
I said, not really okay, but konti lang.
Konti lang. All right.
Yeah,
All right, that's good then. As long as you can at least hear a little or 7% of my voice, then that's good.
yeah, thank you.
All right, so let's just wait a little bit more. Maybe at least 20 to 30 participants will be good. By the way, so while waiting for the others, do you guys have a question from our discussion last meeting? To those who were present last meeting, do you guys have a question? I guess none of you has a question regarding with our discussion last meeting. If you guys have a question, feel free to ask me anytime. Don't be shy. All right, so let's wait 2 more minutes. So if you guys haven't eaten your breakfast yet, so you can eat while listening, or you can drink some coffee.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so it's already 8:10. Okay, so let's start our discussion, or let's continue our discussion from last meeting. All right, so where did we stop last meeting? What topic is that? All right, so can you guys hear? Can you guys see my screen now? I've already shared my screen.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I think this is where we stopped last meeting. Comment statement.
Yes, sir.
Comment. Hello. This is where we stopped last meeting. To those who were here, to those who were present last meeting. Oh, do I have a student or only Mr. Mapeo, who's also not here last meeting? Guys, so to those who were here last meeting,
Sir.
where did we stop
Sir.
last meeting? What topic?
Oh, wait.
All of you forgot? So as of now, we've only finished 51 out of 113 slides. So I hope that we can finish it today. All right. So yeah, I think this is where we've stopped last meeting by using or how to put a comment statement on your Visual Studio. So this is my example last meeting. So you can use a single apostrophe as one, or you can use over 10, okay? And then next to it will be your comment, okay? So this is in the Tagalog word. So ito yung part na may error, or this is the part that there is an error. And then another one is, this is another part that is not yet done in English. So ito yung part na di pa tapos in Tagalog, all right? All right, so next. So yeah, those are the examples. So you can use rem or single apostrophe. Or you can even do this one. So we have here your code, x is equal to 2 times y. So take note, times is in an asterisk. So 2 times y, and then beside it is your comment, okay? So again, if it's a comment, then it is not an executable code, or this is not really part of your code, okay? It's just like a label wherein maybe you want to put some information or reminders to yourself, okay? So are we clear on this one, guys? So far, do you have a question regarding with comment on how to put some information or additional information that is not part of your program? Guys, question?
Wala, sir.
Sure? Hello? How about the others? I'm only hearing 2 or 3 people. How about the, yeah, we have a total of 25 participants, I guess. How about the 21 or 22? So
One
again,
answer. Yes, sir.
all right. So again, do not type in chat if you're going to answer or if you have a question, because I won't be able to see the chat box anymore. Okay. So just open your mic and then feel free to interrupt me anytime. Okay. All right. So next one is we have here a BD built-in functions. So we have here today and now. So those two are actually quite the same. But when it comes to completeness, this one is more complete. Okay. So if you're saying now, you're going to get the date and time. But if you're going to use the function today, you're only getting the date of your computer. Okay. So whatever is the current date of your computer, that is the one that it will get. Okay. So if it's today, you're only showing or you're only getting the date. But if it's now, you're getting the two, the date and the time. Okay. So we have here an example. We have the DTE CURDEYT as your variable or date, current date, today. So in here, you're only getting the date. But for DEYT, which is you've used a function now, so this variable now has a value of a date and time at the same time, right? Then we have a CINT and then CSTR. So CINT stands for convert to integer. So this function converts a string to an integer. So we have an example here. So CINT, so whatever is inside of the text box 1 will be converted to integer. So for example, that text box contains strings and that string contains numbers. So whatever are the values of numbers, it will be converted into literal numbers, okay? So from string to numbers. So we have other classifications other than CINT. So if you want to convert with decimals, you can use C single, C boolean for true or false. So this one has only 2 values. This could be 0 or 1. And then C dec for another decimals. And then C double for another decimals. And then C short for whole number. So same with integer, but this will only accept a shorter range of numbers. And then C string, of course, is the vice versa. So if we have CINT, we also have C string, wherein it will convert from integer to string or any number into string. So we have an example here. Let's say this sum has a value of, let's say, a number, let's say 5. Then you use a function C string. So this 1 now will be converted into strings. So instead of value number 1, that 1 now becomes letter, not letter, a literal string 1. So if you're going to add that 1 into another number, so you'll be having an error because this one is not a number anymore. This one is just a string. Okay, string 1. Then this one is a number 1. Okay, so that's the disadvantage when you convert a certain number into a string. Okay, oops. Okay, so that notation are used for, so we have two, a control property or control method. So if you guys have a question, so feel free to interrupt me anytime, okay? So for example, we have here your object name, could be a text box or a button one, so any name, so you can even change that one. So let's say we have a text box here, text box dot text. So if next to its name is that text, then we already know that you're saying that that one is a property or that one is an object, okay? But if we say text box one dot clear, so that clear is a method, or text box one that focus. So those are example of method wherein you're asking your object to do something. But if it's that text, that button, that label, what else? Or any extension of the object name. So those are properties. But if it's method, some examples are that clear, that focus, what else? There's a lot actually, but I forgot some of those. Anyway, we'll be discussing those two later on. So what are the properties and then what are the sample methods? So we have here an example, I guess. All right, so here. So we have here for control property. So if it's that text, then this one is a property. So this one is an object. This one is also an object. Checkbox one that check. This one now is a method. Okay. So when we say method, you're asking that object to do something. So in here, that check, so the value of check could be true or false. All right. So if it's false, then that checkbox is unchecked. If it's true, then that checkbox is checked. Okay. And then another method is that enabled. Okay. So this text box one now, you're asking if it's, or you're putting in there if it's enabled or no. So of course, if it's enabled, then you can put a number or put a text in it. But if it's disabled or enabled is equal to false, then you cannot input any text or number in that text box anymore. Okay. And then label one the text. So this one is a property. Okay. And then that check already the button, this one is a method. Okay. So same with our checkbox. Question so far, guys? So the only difference is if it's an object, if it's a property, then you're defining a certain object. But if it's a method, then you're asking that object to do something. Something like that. Question, guys?
Answer.
Sure? How about the others? Maybe some of you were already sleeping. You just open your Zoom meeting and then join the meeting and then you go back to sleep. Maybe
Yes,
that's
sir.
no one is answering. All right, so next one. All right, so we have already discussed this many times. So those are just example interface of the properties of a certain object. So this is the property of a label. Okay, so I won't be discussing those anymore since it is up to you to discover what are things that needs to be done on a certain property. So for example, for text box, so what are the settings or what are the properties that you can do in there? So first of all, you can resize it. You can change the size of the font. You can change the size of the, you can change the font style rather, okay? What else? You can change the color. You can change the alignment and so on and so forth. So for label, The only thing that you can change here is of course, the size of it, the font style, the font size, and so on and so forth. So some are just up to you to discover. Okay. And then we have here the property of the button. So it's up to you to discover those properties. Okay. So just try to experiment on those. And then we have here the properties of a checkbox and a radio button. So as you can see right here, we have like quite similar. But when it comes to difference, once you check the radio button, you cannot uncheck it anymore. If you check the checkbox, you can still uncheck it. Unlike the radio button, you cannot uncheck it anymore. So those are the differences. Or I think that one is the difference. That one functionality only. Aside from those, everything is the same. Okay, so next one is control method. So as you can see right here, that focus. So as I told you a while ago, that focus is one example of method wherein if you say text box one that focus, label one that focus, what else, button one that focus, it will place the cursor to that certain object. Okay, so depending on the name of this one. So if it's a text box, then it will put your cursor into that text box. If it's a label, then it will put that cursor into the label. If it's a button, then it will put that cursor into that button. Okay, so that's the word, or that's the function of focus. But for clear, this one is different. So from the word itself, it will clear whatever is inside or whatever is the value of that text box. So mostly we use this one for text box. Okay, we don't use this one for a button, but you can use this one for label. Okay, you can clear the content of a certain label. So again, it clears the content of the text box or a label, but not for a button. All right, so next one is VB operators. So we have, oops, what's happening? So we have three operators in here. So we have arithmetic, we have relational, and lastly is the logical. Okay, so we will discuss those three one by one. Okay, so for arithmetic, so I'll give you guys 30 seconds to see all of those or to analyze all of those. So as you can see, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so maybe 7 of those operators, you guys are already familiar with this one or with those, but 2 of those you're not yet familiar. I'm sure with that one. So grouping, you're already familiar. Exponentiation, you already know that one. Negation, same with subtraction, you already know that that one. Multiplication and division, I'm pretty sure you guys already know that one. So how about the integer division and then mod or modulus? Is there any one of you who has an idea regarding with those two?
Wala po, sir.
None? So how about the others? An idea regarding with integer division and then the modulus? So those two are actually quite the same or quite similar with our division. It's just that, you know, they're not getting the whole answer. Okay. So we're only getting a certain part of that answer of that division. So let me give you guys an example. So 25 integer division. Okay, so if you're going to do this one in a normal division, 25 divided by 7. So what is the result of this one? Okay, so let me use my calculator for you guys to see the computation. So if it's division in a normal mathematics, 25 divided by 7. So we'll get this one, 3.57 something. Okay, so let's just put here 3.57. But how about if it's integer division? So what is the result? 75?
7 divided by 25.
7 divided by 25. No, that's not how integer division works. Okay, so
Yung magiging percentage.
no, it will not be converted into percentage. How about the others? Do you guys have a guess or an idea? How does integer division work? All right, so from the word itself, integer division, so still you're going to divide it, same function or same process, but you're only going to get the integer, okay, or the whole number. So you're going to disregard the decimal part. So the answer on this one is 3 only. All right. Integer division. You're not going to get the decimal part or the remainder part. Okay, so that's how integer division works. But how about mod? 25 mod 7. So what is the result of this one? Guys, what is your, or what are your guess?
0.57.
0.57. So yeah, basically you're correct. But instead of point or instead of decimal, we're going to get the remainder. So when we say remainder, it's the whole number part. So 25 mod 7 or 25 divided by 7 is 7, 14, 21. So that is 3. And then we have a remainder of 4 to make it 25. Okay. So not actually the 0.57, but the remainder. Okay, the remaining number. All right. So 7, 14, 21 is 3. So plus 4 is 25. So this is the remainder. So that's how mod and then integer division work. So for the rest, you guys already know this one. So for grouping, whatever is inside the parentheses, so that's like your priority. That's the one that need to be solved first. For exponentiation, you need to use this operator. I don't know what you called it one, but we call that one exponential symbol. And then for negative or negation, of course, you're going to use the dash. Same with your subtraction. And then for multiplication, you're going to use asterisk. And then for division, you're going to use slash. And then integer division, backslash. And then mod for modulus. And then plus, of course, for plus sign. And then subtraction is negative or dash. Okay, so we have an example here. So we have a variable salary minus deduction. So again, whatever is on the right side will be passed to your variable left side or variable take home. Okay, so whatever's the value of this one, and then whatever's the value of this one. So salary minus deduction then will be it will be passed under this one to this variable. The same with this one, but instead of subtraction, we're going to use multiplication. So principal times the interest rate will go to your interest. Then 3.14157 times radius raised to 2 will go to your area. Okay? And then B, integer division, tiny plus big, and then mod tiny. So whatever is the value of those will be compute. And then we'll go to the round up variable. Then devil mod 2. So same with this one, whatever is the value of this one will be computed, and then we'll go to your bin val. Then val into your division 2. So whatever is the value of this one will be computed, and then we'll go to your variable val. So whatever is on the right side will go to the left side. All right, so let's have an exercise. So again, so in computer, of course, we apply or we're going to use, or your program will be going to use a PEMDAS or MDAS rule. Okay, so what is the result of number 1?
27.
27. So yes, that is correct. So 6 times 4 first before the plus 3. So 6, 12, 18, 24 plus 3, 27. How about this one? Number 2. What is the result?
Sir, 8.
8. So 3 times 4 is 12. Divided by 6 is 2. Plus 6 is 8. Alright, so how about number 3? So what, guys?
4, sir.
4? Alright, so let's check. So 2 times 3 is 6. Divided by 12 is 1/2. Times 8 is 4. Divided by 4 is 1. Okay. So, M-dash rule. Wait, I guess when we say M-dash, then we should do the multiplication first. So I guess that one is incorrect. So 2 times 3 first, and then 12 times 8. So 2 times 3 is 6. So 12 times 8, calculator. 12 times 8. So 96. So 6 divided by 96. 6 divided by 96 is 0.0625 divided by 4. Is this correct? All right, so let me use my calculator. Because when it comes to arrangement, 2 times 3 divided by 12 times 8 divided by 4. I guess when it comes to arrangement, M and then division or multiplication and division is same in level. So whatever is in the left side, you're going through here before going to the right side. Okay, so we don't have a parenthesis in here. So from left side to the right side. So we're going to solve it that way. So 2 times 3 is 6 divided by 12 is 1/2 times 8 is 4 divided by 4 is 1. Okay, so the result of this one is 1. So not 0 point something. Okay, so I will let you guys do the rest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But for 9 and 10, we'll do this one. Okay, so those remaining 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those are just like your activity, but not graded. Okay, so we don't have enough time anymore. So instead of solving those 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 one by one, we'll jump to 9 and 10 instead. So 50 integer division 20. So what is the result of this one again? So the result of this one is 2. Okay, so 50 divided by 50 integer division 20. So supposedly if it's in normal mathematics or division, so you'll get a 2.5. But since we're only getting the whole number, so the result of this one or the answer of this one is 2. How about number 10? 10 plus 3 mod 4. Okay, so if it's mod, then we're only getting the remainder. So 10 plus 3 is 13 divided by 4, so 4, 8, 12. So we have a remainder of 1 to make it 13. Okay, so the answer in number 10 is 1. All right, so relational operators. So all of those, I guess you already know those operators aside from the not equal to. So supposedly, in normal mathematics, the not equal to is equal sign with a slash in the middle, right? So that's the symbol when it comes to not equal to. But in here, of course, we don't have that symbol. So we're going to use less than and greater than. Okay, so this symbol is not equal to. Okay? So greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and then equal. Question so far? Question, guys. All right, so just
Answer.
okay, that's good. So just do take note of the symbol of the not equal to. The rest are just the same. Oops. Okay, so we have an exercise here. Just answer is 1 to 7, true or false. Okay, so number 1, 10 is greater than 5. It's like grade 1. So what is the answer?
Yes.
Yes.
True.
True. Okay. Number 2, 1 to 3 is equal to 3 to 1.
False.
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 How about number 3? 1 plus 2 plus 3 is greater than or equal to 3 plus 2 plus 1.
False.
Hmm?
True.
So this one is true. So again,
True.
if it's a logical or, so we have or in here. So if one statement is already true, so it could be the left side or the right side, then the whole statement is already true. So that is if we've used or. But if this one is and, then both statements should be true to make it true. Okay. So in this one, we're going to read this one greater than or equal to. So greater than is false and equal to equal to is true. So there is at least one that is true. So all of the statements are already true. Okay. So about number 4, 5.0
False.
less than or equal to 10.0 divided by 2.0.
Oh.
False.
True.
This one is true. So 10.0 divided by 2.0 is 5. So 5 is equal to 5. So it is already true in this statement. Equal. So about number 5. 3 plus 5 times 10 is not equal to 3 times 5 plus 10.
False.
So this one is false. Okay, so 5, let me check. 5 times 10 is 50 plus 3 is 53. Then 3 times 5 is 15 plus 10 is 25. So they are not equal. So this one is true. How about number 6?
Oh. No, false.
This one is
False.
false. Okay, so 3 raised to 2 is 9.
9.
Then it is not equal to 6. This one is false. How about number 7?
False.
So this one is false. So small letter y is not equal to capital letter Y. Okay, so this could be a variable in your VB. So those two variables are not the same. Okay, so we only have 1 minute left. Okay, so again, this Zoom meeting is only limited for 40 minutes. So I'll create a new link again, then please join to that link again. Okay, so if you guys have a question, just ask that one and then I'll answer that one on the next link. Okay, so I'll end this one for now. Okay, and then just join the second link of this meeting.